Hey guys, Chase here, and today we are going to be playing NHL 16 GM mode again with the Arizona Coyotes. Right now we are in the month of December. We've gone through a couple of months, and we took a look at the team after simming through the month of November. And right now we're in second place in the Pacific Division at 16-6-1. We are 1 point behind the first place Edmonton Oilers and 1 point ahead of the um, or no, yes, 1 point ahead of the Vancouver Canucks in third place. So we're gonna get right into the simulation, and we're gonna take a look at the month ahead. Looks like we've got quite a few road games to start the month, and it's gonna end on somewhat of a home stretch with one road game in the middle there. So we're gonna simulate right up to the 1st of January and see how we do this month. And he's available to play. And Jerome McGinley was hurt. Edit lines manually. Alright, we're going to take a look at this. He can still play, so we're not really all that worried about that. I think we're going to keep Sakak up here. And we're going to just move... excuse me. We are going to move Downey to left wing. Sounds like a good idea to me. So they're both right-handed. Oh no, Sakak is a lefty, so we're actually going to swap them. We're going to put Sakak on the left wing, and we're going to have Downey on the right wing on that third line. Looks like Tobias Ryder has gone up to an 83 overall, so that's good news. Duclair still an 82. Domi's now an 84, so he's improving. That's what we want to see, especially since he's listed as a top 6, and Duclair's only listed as a top 9, but Tobias Ryder's also listed as a top 6. So hopefully we can get these young guys playing well enough that they can maybe be on the top in their soon-to-be potential roles next season. So that's what we're gonna do from now. We're gonna go back to this, and we get a couple wins right there. Alright, so Max Domi is going to be hurt. He's going to be out until December 12th. So we're going to look at the lines, and we're going to have to bring Boyd Gordon back in. We're going to move... Is Doan right-handed? No, he's left. Right-handed, yes. He's right-handed. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to move Tobias Ryder up. Duclair's going to come back down to... No. Yeah, no. He's going to move down to the third line. We're going to move Doan up. And we're going to move Downey up. And we're going to plug Boyd Gordon in here. Left wing. Boyd Gordon. Subs. Sure. I really hope that didn't put him in the... It did. Okay. Well, that's not good. We're going to go through and we're going to swap out Ryder. Yeah, right there. And then we're going to come back, starting lineup, and we're going to fix this. Where is he? He's in the left wing. Boyd Gordon right there. Changing current line. There we go. All right. He is a right-handed and he is left-handed, so we're going to swap them back. And they're going to be in their correct positions anyway. Alright. So. Wait a minute. He's a right-handed left wing, and he's a left-handed right wing. Let's swap them then. Let's put them in their correct spots. Alright. We'll do that for now. So like I said, we got a couple of wins right there. Awesome. We've got another injury. Well, let's take a look. Who was it? He's a third liner. Alright, so let's move up Cunningham. Take a look. See if we can find a good fit. Not really. Alright, let's take a look at right wing and see if we've got a fit from that side. Monardo? That would work. That would work. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's alright, though. That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Alright. So let's. Why is there a defenseman in a attacker position? Okay, well, let's change that. I don't know why he's in that position, but he is. Defense. Alex Grant. I couldn't tell you why he's in that position, but he is. So let's find. Alright, let's see. Who have we got? We've got Christian Thomas. Okay, let's move Tikhonov up. And we'll move Schwarz up. And we'll take Grant out. And I guess put Vital in? Is he not in? No, he's not in. Why the heck isn't he in? Okay. Oh shoot. That means he's gonna put him there. Okay. That wasn't a good idea. Grant. Go back to this. And we'll do that. Oh, that's funny stuff. Alright, we're going to put Vital in, change the current line. And we're going to move these guys around. Him going there. Move everybody up. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that looks alright. I think we'll be alright there. If we hadn't had that, no, I probably would have kept it the way it is. Alright, so yeah, that's fine now. We'll go back to playing, simulating. Alright. So now we've got another injury. This is actually a very bad injury. Because we need to now call somebody up. I really didn't want to do that. Alright, let's see. I don't really have anybody, that's the thing. Shinniman's the best option we have. So let's... Well, actually, let's look at all of our skaters and see what we have offensively. Vitali, Samuelson. Let's move Samuelson up. I know he's not a center. Edit lines. I know he's not a center, but someone's gonna have to fill that hole for now. Vermette, Richardson, Chipchura. Let's take a look and see. Sure, we'll do that. Just do best lines for now. Do the same thing here. Best lines. Okay. Now that that's been fixed, let's continue. Holy cow. Wow. There's been a lot of injuries this month. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate, actually. However, we do have a good defender that can come up. We have Tenorti. Tenorti can come up. The unfortunate thing is now we have only 5 defenders. Best lines again. Just do that. I mean, Domi's available. Best lines. All right, let's. Okay, you know what? Actually, we're gonna take a look because we need to figure this all out on this team. All right, so we're gonna drop. If I remember right, he's a left winger, I believe. All right, Martinuk is a left winger, so we've got Martinuk back. Martinuk's back, so that's important. We've gotten somebody back. All right, let's take a look at this again. All right. I don't know why he's not on the roster, but he isn't. So let's... Alright, let's make some moves here. Samuelson for Duclair. Why is Duclair on the bench? That's what I need to know. Alright, Duclair, you're coming back. And we're going to move you around with Downey. Downey's going to swap with you. Actually, you're going to swap with Ryder too, so that's fine. Alright, so this is getting better. Now all we need is to get Hansel back. We've been hit by a lot of injuries. Okay. Edit lines manually. We're getting a lot of people back at once, too. So that's another thing. Smith, I believe, is a defenseman. So let's start by doing that. Yes, he's a defenseman. So, yep. We'll get him back. And let's go back to the defense and move these guys around a bit so that we can kind of have some sort of continuity here. We'll move Delisle back to this line. This is getting messed up big time. Alright. And we're going to play the game against Minnesota. Oh, we're actually on the AHL team, so edit lines. Alright, we're back on the NHL side. Holy cow. Alright. So we can now get rid of Boyd Gordon. He can go back to the place that, yeah, he came from. Alright. Hansel, yes. Swap all these guys back. And options, best lines. We'll have to do a little bit of moving around, but that's not too bad. Alright. Sakak with Gordon. Downey with Gordon. Gordon with Ryder. And then Duclair. And then we're going to take and go... No, actually, it's just going to continue. Alright. And now we've got another injury. Holy cow. We are really hurting on the defensive unit. On our defensive unit. 2, 4, 5. Awesome. We need another guy to come up. Roster moves. That's fine. Yep. Alright. Okay. NHL. Let's go to left wingers. No, right wingers. Right wingers. We're going to grab Samuelson. And I think that's it. Center. Oh, no. Centers. Centers are fine. And then we're going to go to end the system and defense. Now we're going to have to call somebody else up. Dahlbeck. This is going to get interesting really quickly. Cancel. Smith. No, Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck. Okay. Confirm. Alright. Edit lines. Defense. This defense is looking worse and worse. Samuelson is not a defender, though, I thought. Did I just send a defenseman down for another defenseman? Oh, no. Wrong Samuelson. Okay. Let's move Smith up. And we're going to plug in, unfortunately, this guy again. Okay. Just substitute him. You know what? Best lines. That's what we're going to get on this team. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Yeah. Alright, we're going to take and plug Dahlbeck in. Substitute in all lines. Sounds good. Alright, we are really getting hurt. Banged up a lot this month. We have been, I mean, absolutely just destroyed by injuries this month. Alright, so we've been doing the we did the forwards in all three. Then we did the defenders in the WHL. And now we're going to do the defenders in the Q. Defense for 3 weeks. We do it for 3 weeks. Alright. There are players that want to meet with me. Okay, so we're going to go to player morale. Alright, Vermette wanted to talk to me. Alright, Vermette says it's nice to be part of a well-oiled machine. Management really is nailing it lately. Alright. Well, thanks a lot. That's what we're going to say. It had a positive effect on him. Alright, we're going to take a look at the AHL team, see if there's anybody there. No, there's not. Okay. Alright, so I think we're good here. We're going to go back to the simulation. And we get a win against Columbus. Man, we are getting banged up. Alright. We're going to do that for this. Alright. Connor Murphy is available to play in the team's next game. Alright, so let's take a look and see where he's going. I think he's a defensiveman. And if that's the case, that means... No, he's not a defenseman. Where is he? Yeah, he is a defenseman. Is he a better option? Is he? He's a better option than Dahlbeck, yes. Absolutely. Alright. So yes. We're going to do that. And then we're going to send Dahlbeck down. Oh, not right now. We're going to do it at the end of the month. Brendan Shinneman. Best lines, sure. Alright. We get a loss against Toronto. A win against LA. And then another loss against Colorado. And then that was a big loss against Chicago. And we finish out the month on a really big losing streak. Not a losing streak. Well, 3 games, and we lost 5 of the last 6. I mean, that one granted that one was in over or shootout, so I mean that's all right. But we got really banged up that month, though. So I mean, I'm not too terribly upset about that. I mean, we did get some wins through that stretch where we were getting really hurt, banged up. We got, I mean, start the month we went 6-2. I mean, that's not terrible. Or 7-2 if you want to go with that game against Columbus as well. But those first 2 weeks, I mean, we did pretty well. But then just at the end, it started to derail and drop off. So, unfortunately, I mean, we're still in a good position right now at 23-12-2. I mean, that's 48 points. So, that's not terrible. And we're still in the second place. So, we're going to take a look at the stats. See if there's something we need to change. Oliver Ekman-Larsson is now our leading point getter. That's probably because Hansel was hurt. All right. So we are currently in second position in the Pacific Division with 48 points. We are 5 points behind the Oilers and 5 points ahead of the Kings. And Canucks, they are tied. The only reason the Kings are ahead, I believe, is because of the point percentage. All right. And we have... Speaking of point percentage, 64.86% of our points, we've been getting them. Goals for, we are at 110 with a goal per game average of 2.973, so that is second in the division. Goals against, we are at 93 with a per game of 2.514, which is the third most goals per game against in the division. So that is something we need to work on. But we knew that coming into this, that was going to be something we needed to work on. All right, power play goals. We've got 19 in 121 chances for a 15.7% power play percentage. And that looks to be 4th overall in the division. We've had 2 shorthanded goals against us. And we've had 16 power play goals against us in the 111 tries that we've had for an 85.89%. And that is that is 3rd in the division. So we're playing all right on the penalty kill. Not perfect, but pretty good. That's a pretty good percentage. We've also got 2 shorthanded goals for us. Seems to be pretty even between home and away. And like I said, we dropped off right there at the end of that last month, so our last 10 does not look the greatest. But hopefully we can come back from that injury-ridden month. All right, we're going to take a look at the player stats now. And we're going to go right to the points. All right, points. Leading it on the team is Oliver Ekman-Larsson with 33, 9 goals and 24 assists. And then after that, we've got Antoine Vermette, who had that short time on the first line, so I think that might have helped him with 30 points. And he's got 13 goals and 17 assists, so he's actually doing some work. Even if he's only is on the second line, he's doing some work for us. In third, we've got Martin Hanzal, who, like I said, was injured for a couple of games. He has 29 points, and he's got 11 goals and 18 assists. Fourth on the list, we've got Max Domi with 28 points, and he's got 9 goals and 19 assists. And then we've got Alex Tanguay in fifth, and he's got 27 points with 5 goals and 22 assists. And we're going to go just the top 6. And then we're going to take a look at our traded for guys, which is Iginla, who happens to be number 7. But in 6, we've got Anthony Duclair. He's got 26 points, 12 goals, and 14 assists. So he's doing some work on that second line, scoring some goals for us. Tanguay looks like he's been helping him out both of them really have been helping him out quite a bit. All right, so we're going to look at the 2 guys that we traded for at the beginning of the season, which are Jerome Iginla and Francois Beauchemin. So Iginla, he's at 23 points, and he's 7th on the team. So he's not doing too terribly bad. He's on the first line, and he's not scoring as many points as I had hoped he was going to. But he's got 10 goals and 13 assists. He had a couple of games where he was out as well. At 38 years old, I'm not expecting him to come in and be a 80, 90 point guy. I'm not looking for that kind of a production out of him. I'm looking for a good, decent production out of him. But I'm not looking for him to be the prime type player that he was a few years ago back when he was in Calgary. But he's doing well. He's got 10 goals and 13 assists. So I'm happy with what I gave up for him. We're going to take a look at if we can find him. Francois Beauchemin. Okay, he's got 8 points. So it doesn't seem like he's been doing a whole lot since the last time we checked. He's got 1 goal and 7 assists and 8 points. He's got 28 penalty minutes. But his plus-minus is still doing really well at 8. He's got a power play goal. I think I'm going to keep him where he is right now. I don't think changing the line that he's on is going to make much of a difference. Like I said, he is a defensive defenseman. So you're really going to be looking for that plus-minus to be really high if, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a good plus-minus as opposed to the high-point guy. He's not going to be the guy that's going to get you a lot of points. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, on the other hand, is a defenseman. He's an offensive defenseman. You're looking for high points from him, whether it be through assists or goals. And right now, he's delivering. So he's doing his job. Beauchemin's doing his job. Iginla's doing well. I'm not going to really change anything there. Really the only change that I really could make, possibly, would be to move Duclair up to the first line because he seems to be doing very well in that second line, but I don't know if moving him to the first line is a good idea. I think I'm just going to keep it the way it is. And we're going to simulate another month. And this actually is a really big game right here that we got coming up against the Oilers. So that could be key. If we could get a win here, that would be amazing. That'd be very, very good. We've actually got 2 games against them coming right up. We've actually got 2 games coming up against Edmonton, so that's actually a big thing. If we can win both of them, that'd be amazing. But we're not gonna we're gonna hope for it, but we're not gonna be surprised if we don't win them both. If we win in the home one, that'd be amazing. So let's start it up. Let's get going through it. In the game in Edmonton, let's see, what did we do? We got a big win, a 6-0 win against them. That is huge. So that puts us pretty close. That puts us, I think, we're down by 3 points going out of that game. So that's good. We're gonna edit our scouting assignment now, and we're gonna check the OHL's defenseman for 3 weeks. All right, and let's go. So we're gonna continue on. There's another win against Vancouver and another win against Calgary, so that's good. All right. We're going to take a look at the trade block because I want to see... Honestly, I really don't want to trade these guys, but Yeah, we've got a surplus of those. We want... Yeah, that's exactly what we want. We want younger guys. This has got it pretty good. I'm going to keep these guys on the block, see if we can maybe get something out of them if we decide we want to go that route, depending later on. It might look like we're gonna make the playoffs, and if we make the playoffs, I don't want to get rid of some key pieces at the deadline. So we'll wait. We're gonna wait. All right. So let's continue on. Let's see. We got a loss against Nashville. That's unfortunate. Another game against Edmonton, and it's another win against Edmonton. We got both games. That is really important. That is big. We picked up 4 points on them, and they were the division leaders. So that could be big, especially if they're still playing at that level. So we're going to take a look at the player morale because there's some players that want to meet with me. Alright, who wants to meet with me? Ekman Larson and Chip Chura. Okay. Alright, he's really proud of how the team has been performing as of late. Alright, let's see. I agree. Things seem to be going very nicely for us now. That's what I'm going to say. Maybe. And it had a positive effect on his morale. Alright. Now, Chip Chura. The locker room is really a place I'm enjoying being lately. It's like a second family. Okay. That makes me happy to hear. A happy locker room leads to good things on the ice. That's what I'm going to say. Had no effect. That's unfortunate. That's fine, though. I mean, that's fine. Let's take a look at the AHL team. And there's nobody there that really wants to talk. So, we're going to back into the simulation. And Grossman is back. Alright, let's look at and see if it's going to be more beneficial to have him playing or somebody else playing. So, I'm going to look here. I think he's definitely better than that. Better than Tenorti. Right? Yeah, he's better than Tenorti. So we're gonna bring him back in, and we're gonna keep those two up because we seem to be having some issues on the defensive end. So we're gonna just leave it. We're gonna put it there. It looks like we've actually been having some luck with the fourth line because Yuri Sakak is up to 82 overall, so they've been playing pretty well, I guess. So we're gonna go back to the simulation. We get, let's see, we got the game against Detroit. That didn't pop up, and neither did the one against. Okay. We got some glitches here going, and he's back to the injury. That's exactly why I kept those guys on the scratched lines. Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna bring him back. Tenorti, where are you? Right there, buddy. Substitute. There's other lines that have errors. Ah. Okay. Well, looks like we're gonna have to make some moves here. Boschman. I thought I had. Okay, well, looks like I'm going to be making some changes here. We're going to put Boschman on the penalty kill as well. Alright, let's go to extras. He's on the 4-4 continued. Okay, Tenorti. That one's Tenorti. Right there. And 3-on-3. Third line, that's Tenorti as well. Alright, Tenorti. He wants to talk to me, actually. But we're not going to talk to him right now. Alright. It's not registering. It's not registering the wins and losses, so I don't know what's going on right now. We're gonna bring in Boyd Gordon. I think that's what we're gonna do, because we're gonna have to do that. Before we do that, though, we're gonna move up Shane Doan. We're gonna move up Steve Downey. I think that's what we're gonna do. You know what? No. Bring Downey down and bring Sakak up to the third line, because he's been playing well, obviously, because he's up to an 82 overall. And we're going to just substitute him there, and that sucks. Alright, well, penalty kill. Let's bring in... I don't even know who's on the other line. Downey is. Okay, so this is the penalty kill. Let's bring in... Yeah, Shane Doan, that's fine. That's fine. And that's the only one that he had. Alright. Awesome. You know what? We're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep him on the bench because he keeps getting hurt, so we don't want to continue having injuries. Yeah, that's fine. Assistant coach can replace that player. So we're having some issues with the calendar. The calendar seems to be jumping back and forth between the NHL and the AHL team. All right. So now that we've gone through the defense in the CHL, we're gonna take a look at the rest of the world. See if there's anywhere that's really, well, you know what? We're gonna jump into the WHL's goalies and see. Whoop, we don't want 6 weeks. We want 3 weeks. Yeah, we're gonna jump into the goalies because we're gonna need a goalie coming. Speaking of goalies, there's my cue. Go to roster moves. All right, we're gonna have to bring up a goalie. So we're gonna go right to the goalie and bring up Lindback. So Lindback is... No, I'm not going to say he's going to definitely be the starter because I don't know that for a fact. We're going to go to the goalies. AHL. Okay. Yeah. We're going to bring in Robinson to cover the backup role. And in the NHL, we're going to look at goalies again. We're going to swap them. We're going to have Lindback be the backup. We're going to let the kid do it. Probably going to regret that decision, but we'll see. We're going to let him do it, and hopefully he can do something for us. Louis Dominique. Okay, best lines. Alright. And there's players that want to meet with me. So let's take a look. I bet you one of them's probably Tenorti. Nope. Grossman. I can't say I'm too thrilled with some of the management decisions as of late. Alright. We gotta try to settle the peace with him. I'm gonna try that. Hopefully it has a positive effect. That's what I'm looking for. I always look for the positive effect because that's what you need in a locker room. You don't want to have the have it be a bad place to be. You know what I mean? And he's back. So goalies. And let's get Smith back in there. Please God. Alright. And we're going to get to the All-Star break, actually, with that. Alright. So we're going to back out here and take a look. Alright. We are still in second place in the division. So, in the next video, we're going to have to decide whether we're going to be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? And if we're going to be buyers, how much are we willing to spend to get the players that we need? And what are we going to need? I can kind of give you a little glimpse into the future right now and tell you goalie's probably one of the places we're going to want to look at. So we'll talk more about that in the next episode. Anybody who watches this, leave me some comments in the comments section telling me what you think we should do at the trade deadline next time. I think that maybe one of the people we might go for might be Roberto Luongo because he's on the trade block, or he was at the beginning of the season. I'm hoping he still is. If he is, maybe we can swing a deal for him. Something like that. Somebody that's a upper echelon type that we can really, really use would be the best fit. So, before we do that, I'm going to take a look at the stats, though. So, Oliver Ekman-Larsson still is leading the team in points, so that's good. So, we are now in second place, and now we're only 2 points behind the Edmonton Oilers at 62 points, and we are 7 points ahead of the LA Kings, who are in third. We've gotten a total of 63.27 points. That's our point percentage. Our goals for is 146 with a 2.980 average per game. So we're climbing. We're in second, still in the division, but we are climbing closer to that 3.0 that the Edmonton Oilers have. Our goals against is 128 and a 2.612 against per average, and that is now second most in the division. We have 24 power play goals on 146 chances for a 16.44% chance, power play percentage rather, and that is fourth in the division, so middle of the road. 3 shorthanded goals against now, 20 power play goals against on 136 tries for an 85.29% penalty kill. And that is third in the division. So that's, again, middle of the road, but a little above average. We've got three shorthanded goals. And let's see, home and away, a little better at home on the road than we are at home. 1 less loss. I'm not really going to count that for anything, really. I mean, we're about the same at home and on the road. As you can see, like the Edmonton Oilers, they are definitely a road team. They do not like playing at home. And so are the Canucks. The Canucks are the same way. They don't like playing at home, but they do like playing on the road. So we're kind of middle. We're kind of good on both sides. We don't really care where we're playing, is what it seems like. And we are now 5-5 in our last 10. So we're still right about where we were. A little better. Not too bad though. We're gonna take a look at the rest of the divisions. Typical. The only thing that's really different in this is the Nashville Predators are way down here, and normally they're right up here, and Winnipeg's down here. So about what you'd expect in the Central Division. We'll look at the Atlantic Division, and unfortunately, my Bruins are all the way at the bottom. That's unfortunate. Good for them because they'll get a good draft pick, but bad because I love the Bruins. Tampa, Detroit, Ottawa. These two are kind of a surprise. I figured maybe the Canadiens would be up there, but I figured Ottawa would probably be about fourth, and Buffalo and maybe the Bruins and Ottawa would probably be out. I thought would be third and fourth. Maybe Florida. Florida's actually dropping off a little bit too, so hopefully that means good things for us come trade deadline, if that's the route we decide to go. In this division, wow, the Jackets, holy cow, the Blue Jackets are way up. That's not really what you'd expect in that division. Usually what I would expect would be Pittsburgh, the Rangers, the Islanders, and the Capitals, with the Devils and Flyers possibly pushing for that fourth or fifth position, looking for that second wildcard position. But, yeah, I think that's everything. Like I said, next time, leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I don't really think I've got enough time to check the trade block on Florida. We're gonna check the trade block on Florida just so that we can kind of see who's on the block for them. So, all right, what do we got in the traded block? Matt Hackett on Anaheim. We're all set on that. Boston, they've got picks, which that might be big. That might be something you want to look at too, is picks. Sabres have Makarov and Johansson, which are fine and dandy, but they're lower overall, and we're going to be looking at trying to find a high overall type guy right now. Carolina doesn't have anything we're looking for. Chicago's got another 81 overall, but again, like I said, we're looking for that high-end goalie as opposed to the backup type. So Columbus doesn't have anything. Dallas has another 85 overall, but like I said, we're looking for that higher-end guy. And Niemi, I don't really trust Niemi, to be completely honest. Niemi is not the greatest. Nothing that we're looking for. Edmonton's got Andrew Ference, which I'm not really looking for something like that either. The only thing that they've got on the block right now is Jaromir Jagr. Let's go look and see if they actually are still willing to trade him. So we're gonna go right to Florida because that's one person we're looking at. That I'm gonna be honest, that's one of the people that I'm looking at right now. And they do want to get rid of him. Okay, they do want to still get rid of him. So they probably, all right. Let's just take a look now at this. He's got 7 years left on his deal. How old is he? How old is he? He's got to be old. 36. There's no way he's playing 7 more years. There's no way. He's probably only going to play like 1, maybe 2. Oh, I don't know about that. Seeing that does, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Who am I kidding? Yes, I will do that, probably. All right, so let's just look at it. If they are willing, I would trade Smith. Yeah, that's fine. I'll trade Smith. I'm just looking. I'm not gonna do this trade right now. I'm just looking to see what I can trade to kind of get him. Grossman. No, they wouldn't want him. I'd be willing to trade him, but they wouldn't want him. So, if they're not looking at the person, I'm not trading them. Right wingers. Well, they're looking for young guys, and I'm not really looking to get rid of young guys. No, I'm not getting rid of Max Domi. I'm sorry. Well, it might turn into a pick then, because we're not really looking to get rid of any of that talent right now. Well, let's look at draft picks. I don't really like getting rid of first rounders. I might be willing to trade Colorado's 3rd, and that looks like they're pretty even from the looks of it. But they don't want a 3rd round pick. They don't really want any picks, do they? No. They want Smith, and that's. Ugh. This is gonna be an interesting. What's the word for it? Interesting trade deadline, because this could make or break our team. Even though we're playing well, it could make the team really good, or it could make the team not so good. So we'll take a look at it once we get closer to the deadline. But as for now, we're going to call that good. We're not going to make this trade today. We will take a look at it. We might take a look at the stats of everything before we do it, because if Luongo's not having a very good season, I don't want to really trade for him. But if there's another goalie that's on the block that, a team would be willing to trade, then I'll take a look at it. So, like I said, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And if there's anybody else you think I should target, make sure to remember it's going to be realistic, so not going to go for like a Sagan or a Jamie Benn or, somebody of that caliber. We're going to look at the two biggest things we're going to be looking at are probably going to be defense, maybe like a third line guy offensively, and a goalie. Those are the top 3 needs I think that the team needs. So leave a comment in the comment section, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and